What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be covering the topic of how we actually calculate your macros and what is the best sort of starting point to take. Before you do anything, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on this little video and also subscribe to the channel. But as we dive straight into it, so there's a few things that you're going to be needing beforehand before starting. What you're going to need a few things to know about yourself. That first one is going to be your age. So if you don't know how old you are, I highly suggest that you get your birth certificate out and check when you were born. So the first point is going to be your age. Your second point is going to be how tall you are. And the third point is your current weight of your body, so your body mass. Those are the three things that you'll need before starting. Once you have those three things, then you will go onto the internet and you will punch in something that is called a BMR calculator. So what a BMR calculator stands for is a basal metabolic rate calculator. So we need to see how many calories you're more likely to burn if you were to stay in bed all day. So there's lots of different calculators out there, but kind of just pick the one that you can kind of find that's easy to use. Also need to take into account of your activity levels through the week. So this is not previously to what you've done before in the past, this is to current state at this present time. So we have a sedentary profile, which is more sort of if you're at a desk job, 9 to 5, sort of Monday to Friday, and you do minimal exercise through the week, that is probably going to be the box to tick on there. If you're lightly active, so anywhere between 1 and 3 sessions a week at a light intensity, that is going to be you. And we also have a moderate activity level, which is anywhere between 6 and 7 sessions a day, again at a moderate intensity. Then we go into somewhere where it's more sort of very active, which is hard exercise, sort of every sort of day, 6 days to 7 days a week. And then we go into the extra active, which is 2 sessions a day for 6 to 7 days a week. Once you've filled out that box on the BMR calculator, so the basal metabolic rate calculator, it will give you a number that you will give a rough estimate of how many calories that you will burn through the day without doing any activity, or if you were just to sort of lay down in bed all day. So that is your first starting point there. Then we look into a little bit of your TDEE. This is your total daily energy expenditure. So how many calories are we actually burning through the day through walking around, so general odds and sods of jobs, and also training into there. So it's at the start, it's quite a bit of a guessing game to find your numbers, but this gives you a good start. And I also suggest, if you've never calculated your calories before, or you don't know how many calories you should be eating, you should always use an app which is called MyFitnessPal. And I suggest doing sort of maybe 1 to 2 days and just tracking your food through there, just to kind of see the amounts that you're eating through foods and where you're going to consume other calories through liquids as well. Once you get the TDE number, that is kind of your basis of a start where your maintenance levels will come from. So there's 2 ways that you want to go through. Either if you're on a weight loss journey, we want to be in a calorie deficit. If we want to put on a bit more size and a bit more weight, we need to be in a surplus. So we like to look between the ranges of sort of 15 to 20% of a calorie deficit. But if you think that's a bit too much to start with, or even too less, we can take it further, or we can take it on gradual terms downwards. And the same thing on for a surplus as well. Let's look at an in-depth, closer look at what is actually in the foods. So we know that 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and 1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories, but 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So you're gonna be using a lot more calories if you have a higher fat diet. So just bear that in mind when we're looking to build our own diet. The variety of different foods is key to this. So for example, I could eat 2 pizzas a day and that would consume me, say, 2,000 calories on a top end. But within those 2,000 calories, we need to look at the macro split of those 2,000 calories. So if we looked at 2 pizzas, we're probably going to be gaining a lot more fat and a lot more carbs to actually the protein content that we're looking for. So choices of food is key, and the variety is key. So we're looking for lean meats. This could be within chicken, turkey, bacon, chicken sausages, eggs, and so on. And then the carbohydrates are going to be coming through oats, rice, bread, grains, also fruits will come into it. And then our fat content has a variety. It could be oils, it could be nuts, it could be salmon, it could be eggs also, avocados, and those kind of nutty, grainy nuts. Not only are calories are in food, they are also in liquid drinks. So that goes even down to the coffees, to the fizzy drinks, even into milks and little things like that. So those kind of add up when a lot of people don't think. So even like dashes of milk through the day in your cups of tea, if you have like a little teaspoon of sugar, they all lead to calories. And these are the crucial parts that people miss, and even down to the bits where like they forget they have sauces or even dressings on salads with like oils and stuff like that. So remember, these are still dense calories, but they're kind of hidden because you can't see them. So bear that in mind when you are tracking calories and tracking food. But hopefully this has given you sort of a bit of an insight to how like I do it with clients, and how we kind of set my own personal goals up to it within the calorie intakes, and also how we kind of have like a start base for people that want to work with me. But also in the comments, in the description box, sorry, there will be the links to the calculators for you to give it a shot yourself. But if you obviously want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, there's also the link to my website for coaching. But if you stayed this long for the video, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions also about this, let me know down below in the comments box, and I'll see you all soon.